of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Carolina Panthers.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled it.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Three yards remain for second down. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
At the 34-yard line.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He's got daylight. The 30, 20,
Bring in the second
10,
string.
touchdown,
Bring in the second string.
Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brought down at the
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Brady's pass there, complete to Gronkowski. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
39-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
52 by 52. Hey, Alabama. Switch it. Hey, Alabama.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Brought down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
TJ Green on the tackle. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Check.
From the gun, it's Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
You got tight right there. Through. Hey, check it. Track him 60. Sugar.
On play action, now Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Yards to go.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, Mike 52. He's good. Regular. 52's the left.
Shotgun now for Brady. Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. This is a 26-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20.
You don't want none. You don't want none.
Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is T.J. Logan to return it. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now Leonard Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Brady's throw there complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score Panthers 14, Buccaneers 3.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's caught by Howard. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Switch gears, switch gears. Knock 70. 72.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans His second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Buccaneers 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
16 yards. First down, Panthers.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
His pass.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Second and 6. Now a run with McCaffrey. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
McCaffrey on the carry.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. McCaffrey. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
At the 5-yard line. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. He's got it
for a Panther touchdown.
Complete to number
Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Airing this one out for Evans. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
He sets up the screen to Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. Oh, he nearly picked it. Bridgewater. Maybe daylight in front of him if he could have held on. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Complete to
a good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll throw again, Bridgewater. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And again, it's Bridgewater. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Brings up 4th and goal at the 3-yard line.
Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And the lead grows to 14 and 24-10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Brady. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Gronk, so tough to cover. Sometimes a flag's going to come out.
His size and his ability create a lot of these pass interference calls. If you're trying to go through him to get to the ball, that's almost impossible, and he benefits on the play.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game.
For the point after.
So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Throwing, Bridgewater. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at their 49-yard line.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This still a one-possession game, 8 points the difference as we resume action on EA Sports. With it on the return is Logan. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check three. Rip.
Operating from the gun, Brady. Jones has it. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, Brady going deep this time for Miller. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Brady to throw again. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bucs are within a 2-point conversion of tying us up. So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Now Brady. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out.
Bradley Pinion to kick off.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
40-yard line.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He was brought down.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Bridgewater to throw it. Room to run past midfield. Open man is Anderson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson.
Carolina.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
For the point after.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. He's got a man, complete. And he He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter.
That ties the game, 31-31. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Number 29.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's Gase. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Right on the tackle.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Christian McCaffrey.
14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
And the Panther.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. Little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A quick throw by Bridgewater. That's complete. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 53 yards. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. Now that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. With it on the return is Logan. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We had a high-scoring first half, and that really has continued here into the second half.
If you like defense, there's no way you can continue to watch this, but you probably are with your fingers spread, right? Watching them through those eyes, trying to say, my goodness, when can they stop someone? But this game is so much fun. You're watching it because the competitiveness of both offenses going at each other, it's been a blast.
A lot of entertainment. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At the 35-yard.
Here's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
He was covered by Trey Boston.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
When he hit. Goes bandit. Goes 50.
Brady now to throw. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
38. Buccaneers, 31.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He was covered.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
At the 30-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Good. The game is tied at 38 all.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Green to bring it back. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second and 9. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 27 yards there, a first down.
A gain of
It's got to the point when we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 31 yards there and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Levante David in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On the ground, Geis. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10.
And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On the run, it's Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Second down and 3. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Brings up 3rd down.
Bridgewater to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
First down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. Oh, that heart has to be pounding inside the chest of Joey Sly. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Oh, that heart has to be pounding inside the chest of Joey Sly. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play it overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
Today's final score, Panthers.
Well, going into the final